pitching coordinator Kent Kleiman, and assistant and third base coach Harrison DeNicola. Florence with a big 8-2 win over the Lake Erie Crushers. Chad, are you rocking the new Who's Y'all's Daddy hat?
Yeah, I like the little baby blue action this year.
Let's take a look at that. Yeah, what was it, red last year?
Yep.
They were a hot seller. We're bringing them back right before Father's Day. Very nice hat, but a very nice win for Florence in the All Baby Blues, the Smurf jerseys. Did you guys wear the hoodies all day?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Straight hoodie.
Didn't want to go into the Smurf ones, but a very solid win for Florence, where they were complimented solid pitching, timely hitting, and we'll talk about the record tire in a little bit here, but some really good stuff from the Y'alls, and a great way to bounce back too after a 2-hit day and a barn burner game where you lost by 1 run. What was the attitude change like down there in the dugout?
I wasn't an attitude change necessarily. It was more of just turning the page and moving on. It was a professional game, so I expect you to do your job and have a little bit of amnesia and come back out and attack this one. We knew this was going to be a little bit of pitcher's duel, especially on paper. Like I was saying during that game, I mean, I think there was 50 innings combined with those guys, 8 walks total, and like 11 runs. So you knew it was going to be close, but there was a little bit of pressure on some of those innings, and eventually, the pipe's going to burst. I feel like we kept putting the pressure on him, forcing him out of his attack the way he's playing. I thought he was a little more elevated than we expected, and then finally eventually caught up to him. So it was nice. And Villalobos did a really good job, minimizing some stuff at some certain points and making some big pitches when he needed to.
What was that pitch from Spain that he got a lot of strikeouts on down at the bottom of the zone? Was it a changeup?
It was a changeup a lot, but he's throwing the changeup sliders.
Slider too.
Hard to tell the same action, but yeah, he knows what he's doing with his stuff. So it was nice to be able to get on that guy and tag him right there.
Yeah, able to tag someone, reach AAA when he was with the Rockies. Obviously, a good win, against a good pitcher as well. They have a lot of good starters, so you're going to be facing that all series. Ragins on the mound tomorrow. Let's talk more about Villa. 6 innings, just 1-run baseball. It was unearned. I mean, that was another great outing from Villa, who's looked every bit of a number 1 starter for Florence. He's kind of coming to his own too. It's not like what you saw last year. I have to check the numbers on what his ERA is now, but maybe below 2.
Yeah, it is now. It's a 1.8. But I think his last 25, 26 innings have been rock solid. Now he's been exactly what we needed. Kind of took control of that starting staff and been out there and set a good example. So it's been nice.
Let's toss it over to Kent. Kent, anything you've seen different from Villa? Obviously, you played with him last year. Now you're his pitching coordinator. Anything you've seen kind of change from this season?
I would say on the mound. I think more of as a leader of the staff in general, especially taking the young starters we have on our rotation kind of under his wing and kind of just leading by his actions. I know they've had a couple talks with him. This is year 10 for him, so got a lot of experience in pro ball and got a lot of other guys with not a lot of experience. So it's one of those things where I'm hoping that they're watching him work and also listening to him, so they can kind of build their routines around what he does, and kind of he's a great mold this year so far of what a professional starting pitcher, how he goes about his business, how he works on the mound. So I'm really happy with that.
Nick Salonek saying what's up, Isaac saying hi. We say hello to you guys. Got a lot of people in here right now, so if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask about. Michael Bublé, not in here yet, or at least haven't heard from him yet. But yeah, let's pair that with Barker. Obviously, 3 innings out of the pen. We've talked about kind of maybe some plans, but you get a lot more runs, support. Was it always the plan to go with Barker for 3, or did you have a contingency? I feel like we always have contingency there, but able to get a 3-inning save.
Yeah, no. Once we saw that, we were like, yeah, let's get Barker safe here. Let's get him his 3 innings of work. Had a long week last week, so just didn't want to push him too much this week. And as far as the pitch count, but yeah, after we got kind of a comfortable lead there, I thought Barker kind of take us to the finish line, and we'll be fully loaded behind Eli tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. Now you got a fully loaded pen, couple guys on just resting from yesterday, and then 3 that haven't been used yet. So really good. Really good to have those guys behind Magic tomorrow. He brings a lot of energy on the mound. I think I like that against a guy like Ragins. What have you liked from Magic that you want to see tomorrow?
Just staying aggressive, attacking the zone. I thought his His changeup's really progressed from spring training. I thought that's kind of become his go to secondary. As we've seen in the last two nights, they're aggressive early in the game. So I think hopefully he kind of sees that and he can locate some pitches and get some quick outs, just like the last two guys have, Villa and Fernandez. And like I said, we've got guys behind him, so hopefully he's gives us some length, and then we just pass the stick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's his first, two professional start week in professional baseball. So, hoping to see a lot of good stuff from Magic tomorrow. Sorry for butchering this. Balako Moran says hello. We say hello to you as well. Let's toss it over to Harrison DeNicola. Harry, us talk about the different of approach, at the plate today. A lot of good things offensively, able to obviously get a crack at it in the fourth inning. What'd you like differently from the offense today?
It looked like it was just another day at the ballpark. I didn't think anybody pressed. I thought we had a lot of loud barrels early, right at them. Anything could have happened after that if those sneaked through. And then you saw us get our first crooked number. Kind of started the same way. Moreno getting a barrel past Davies at second. He's been making great plays all night. So just keep putting the bat on the ball, seeing it deep in counts. Just Florence Y'alls baseball, what we've mentioned early in the year, pretty much the whole time. So just kudos to everybody. Hank getting deep in the count. Reeves going 0-2 right before the grand slam and getting a walk, and Hank in a 1-2 count, just getting that foot down on the off speed. So that's what you want to see. Just
Yeah.
happy we capitalized on the mistakes.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Hank Zeisler, obviously with the Grand Slam, his third of the season, that ties Frontier League history for the most in a single season. Zay did it last year. I believe he accomplished it in August. Hank's going to have a heck of a lot of time to try and break that record. It's June 14th here, so that's going to be exciting to follow. He's kind of turned around. Slow start. The captain, the Y'alls, I doubt anyone was counting him out, but now he's probably damn near 300 again. So what have you
100%.
liked from Hank?
No, I think he's been having professional ABs. I think he's been getting deep in counts. He's been getting painted a couple times, especially in Mississippi. Those last 2-3 games, he started going backside, loud barrels, and I think that just kind of opened up the whole field for him. And he's been sticking to that approach, and you're seeing him reap the rewards of that. And yesterday he was our only production. He had some loud barrels too. So him just keeping on. When you're hot, you got to keep swinging. So shout out Hank, the cap.
And it's good to see too. He's doing it regardless of where he's playing, right?
Exactly.
Obviously a spot start over at third base, giving a blow to Armani Smith. That's got to be great to have a guy, obviously bouncing around in the order too, but you could bounce around and still trust at the plate to stay consistent.
Yeah, that's why we call him our captain. We have a very athletic team. Like you're going to see our guys all over the place. You've already seen it. A third of the season in. It's going to keep happening. So we trust everybody everywhere, and him showing the example of, hey, it doesn't matter where we're at. Those are two separate things we do as a professional defense and offense. So yeah, he's doing everything right. Great example, great leader. That's why he's the cap.
Perfect. Let's toss it over to the skip here, Chad. TJ visibly upset at the end of the game there, so we'll toss it. Just kind of what have you seen from TJ? It's his first 2 3-strike games that he's got it back to back, 3 strikeout games. Sorry, on the season. So it's not like he's slumping at all because he already had a hit today as well. Just kind of getting bottled up.
No, I think he's going through a little bit of sophomore stretch of understanding no matter where he's at in the lineup, when he's up, no matter the situation, he's going to get pitched to a little bit differently. So I think that frustration shines through when in the 1 or 2 pitches that he does get to hit a game that he puts a good swing on and kind of doesn't get the result that he wants. But I thought he's been really good at being disciplined at certain points, and then I think he's getting so many sliders when he's getting 2 fastballs a game and getting 15 off-speed pitches. So for him, it's a little bit of that sophomore frustration that shines through. Guys who know who you are, they know how dangerous you are. They're going to always pitch you careful and pitch you safe, especially a team like this that knows what he can do because he came up with some big spots, big moments with guys on base. So no, I mean, obviously I'm not happy and that he is frustrated, but it shows that he cares and actually is working on what he needs to, and he's in that moment. Like I know I'd rather him have the bat than anybody else in those big moments. Like he's the dude. Like other than today, Hank taking that RBI lead, I mean TJ's right there. So anybody on base in those big situations, I want to give it to TJ. So yeah, frustrated because he didn't get the job done, but not getting the pitches that he wants to hit, and so hopefully tomorrow. Make a few more mistakes, and he'll put himself in some good counts to be able to take some swings on some pitches that he's looking for.
Good answer there. Yeah, I speak to Zayd and TJ all the time. Probably two of the most critical hitters on all their at bats. Always going back and watching film. They know they're getting pitched to differently this year, and I know in one bat it was all sliders to TJ. So surely probably not going to last long.
Best pitches that got through their whole inning.
Yes.
Sliders to TJ.
Oh, that was Mora. Yeah, those sliders right to TJ. So very good. Let's talk about bringing that now. You've seen two different, games here from Florence, bringing it all together in game 3, what will be a big one on an afternoon game. So a quick turnaround, trying to win the series against division rival.
Yeah, day game. We hit well in daytime. We hit well at home in general. And Reagan's is coming off the DL. He's only got 11 innings on the year. He's got 11 innings, 10 walks, 11 strikeouts, but he hadn't pitched much. So I'd like to get on him early, and we set a tone with it too. So, like I said, with the bullpen on our side of things, we got Magic second start in the week ever. So we have the luxury to be able to go to the pen early if need be, because we'll have 5 guys out there ready to roll. I'm excited to see how it plays out and how the guys come out ready to win.
Absolutely. And who hits well on Sundays is TJ Reeves. We'll absolutely talk about that a little bit more maybe on the broadcast. We thank you guys for tuning in to the post-game show. We thank our coaches, obviously, and manager Chad Rhodes.
And got Alan. Alan's our trainer right here, so we got to give Alan a little love.
Trainer Alan.
Alan, you're on the YouTube live.
Absolutely. We'll do it again tomorrow. 1:07 first pitch at Thomas More Stadium. Come on out for Family Fun Day and Bark in the Park. Bring the whole fam and try and catch a Y'alls series win. Until next time, we'll see you.